I've observed an interesting thing over the last few years. So if you speak to physicians and ask them about patients who Google their symptoms or self-diagnose themselves, usually that elicits, groans. And we've all encountered patients who come in thinking they have something and they don't. Especially among the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome community and some other diseases, these patients have figured it out. And I've actually been meaning to sit down and sort of take the time and it's like, how did you figure this out? It's been very striking to me that these days when a patient comes to me and says, I think I have this diagnosis, they're almost always right. Whereas in the past, my cynical default position would be that they probably don't have that. Now my default position is they're right. And so people are finding good resources on the internet. Obviously, the internet's a very big place, and there can be misinformation, or it could be hard to decide what information to give the right weight to. But I can't tell you how many times these days, some sort of refrain that I hear is, this doctor said I was perfectly fine. This doctor said there was nothing wrong with me. This doctor said I'm too complicated, I can't help you. So you need to be persistent and you need to figure out how to get into specialists. Again, social media has been helpful in guiding patients towards the people who can help them. I've really seen people quite helped by going online, and now I definitely see value to that. Obviously, it depends on the sources of information and how helpful or how reliable that can be. As with everything on the internet, you just got to be careful because some sources of information aren't going to be as reliable. But if there's groups that are large and there's large input from many different people, I think more often than not, an individual is going to get steered in the right direction.